You actually have a personal Corey Taylor story, don't you? That something
Yeah,
happened. Was it the day before the video shoot?
sure. So I worked at a shop on the east side of Des Moines, and I was friends with some of the other shops. And there was a shop called Sacred Skin, and Earl Restless Ramey, he's still out there. Shout out to Earl. He owned that shop, and his wife at the time owned a hair salon, and it was in the same tattoo shop. So you literally walked in the tattoo shop, and on the left-hand side was the tattoo shop, and on the right-hand side was a hair salon. And I get a call from this other dude named Mike Diamond, another local Des Moines tattooer. And Mike calls me and he says, "Hey, do you want to come meet Corey Taylor?" Because he knew I was a huge fan. And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude. Of course I want to go meet Corey Taylor." So I drive over there. I'm kind of waiting around and Corey comes in. That famous hair that he has in that video, the red and the purple, I got to hang out while he was getting his hair done, while he was getting it all colored and everything and talking. And he was so nice and so cool. I was super nervous, but we made that connection, you know. And then the next day,
And you already
um,
knew at that point that you were going to be in the music video?
yeah, I actually even said that to him. I was like, "Hey, man, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Like, I'm going to be at this thing. I'm going to go to this. I'm going to be at this video shoot you're doing. It's amazing." So he's like, "Oh, great. Yeah, we'll see you there." You know, the next day at the shoot, he saw me and said, "Hey, you made it," you know? And I was like, "Yeah, Corey Taylor, I made it. Yeah, I'm here," you know?
You have to use his
Uh,
full name, right? Like
yeah,
he's royalty.
I mean, I just felt like there's only one thing you can do. You just can't call him Corey. I don't know him that well, you know? But then, you know, fast forward after the shoot, it must have been about a year later. I was sitting at a bar that Corey likes. I know he likes that bar. It's called House of Bricks. And anyway, so I'm there and I see Corey Taylor walk in the door, and I'm like, "Holy shit, there's Corey Taylor. Oh my God, this is amazing. I wonder if he'll remember me, you know?" And so I kind of just put my back to him and just, I didn't want to be that guy, you know? And I felt a tap on my shoulder, and there I turned around, and there he was. He goes, "Bud, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, Corey Taylor. Bud, nice to see you again, you know?" I tried to play it off really cool. You know, I knew they'd just been on tour, and so I was just like, "Oh, how was Japan? You know, like, how was it? You know?" And he was super sweet and super nice. And then I had a client at the time I'd done a Slipknot S on, tattooed a Slipknot S on, and I had his number in my phone. And I went out to the parking lot and I called him and I said, "Hey, man, Corey Taylor knows my fucking name." And you know, he's like, "No way, that's insane," you know. So it was a great experience meeting him. I'm fortunate that I got to meet him the few times I did, and you know, obviously to be a part of the music video. You know, it's crazy.
It's one thing if he just recognized you, but for him to remember your name when
I know,
he's playing
right?
shows to 20,000 to 80,000 people a night
Oh,
for years, for him
hand to
to
God.
remember the one guy.
Yeah, hand to God. He knew, remembered Bud. I mean, it's a weird name, so you know, if it was Bob or something, he probably wouldn't have remembered. But I think just because it's a weird name, I don't know.